with Alpha Squad completely wiped out, Bravo Squad out of action, repairing and recuperating from their last engagement, with an employer consistently on the comms, desperate for results, desperate for answers as to what is going on in the highlands of their planet. Command of the pickup group, our mercenary company, have been forced to deploy Charlie Lance. Charlie Lance are a defensive unit, usually used to garrison bases and other defensive positions, but here they are, in the open, in the frozen highlands, desperate to find out what's going on. They've marched for days, which is why it's taken so long for this battle ROM to get to you, but they finally got into radar contact with something, and it looks like this is whatever it is, the elusive reason that these unknown enemies have been in this area. Our unit today, our mech warriors, are a Nordic bunch. We have Skull, who currently is running our Hunchback 4G, a defensive masterpiece, great in close combat, pretty much useless in the open territory with his AC-20. We've got Sprogue, he's in our Blackjack, our long-range sniper defense unit, repurposed from Bravo Lance's original layout, brought in to make this squad a little bit heavier. We've got Apex Sun, a familiar face, driving the Panther, hoping to give us some long-range support to our mech warriors. And finally, we have some sort of koala, James Oberg in a Centurion C9A, probably my personal favorite mech in the beta right now, with another one close behind. So what do we have? We've got a frozen wasteland. We've got low temperatures, we've got a river we need to be very careful of, and all we know is that there's some enemies over here. Let's have a quick chat about our plan of action. We have to be very careful. I know for a fact that our enemies outton us, and they outgun us, as usual. I obviously want to play in a way that means that I'm not going to lose my mechs. This is a campaign. I'm going to need Charlie Lance in the future for further missions, for further battles. So we don't want to engage them down this hill. This is not a good way to go. It leaves us completely open for shots. There's only a couple of line of sight blockers, and when we use those line of sight blockers, it's difficult for us to engage back because of this ridge of rocks here. As you can see, it blocks line of sight, and it gives our enemies a nice channel to come in down here and stand in the water and shoot up at us. I have in the past moved down this way and engaged enemies coming up here, but I don't like how much it funnels people together. So what I'm thinking today is we actually move down here. The edge of the map, the edge of our operating area is just along here, but we should be able to come into the bottom of the river and attack up it, giving us good sight lines and long range while allowing our lighter mechs to come up into these hills here. So let's start moving and see what happens.
Hey. What are your orders, Skipper? I await your command. Yep.
As usual, I'm going to try and reserve on my first couple of turns, but let's get things moving. I've taken a long time with my intro, but I felt, this being a finale of our first campaign run, don't worry, there's going to be more missions. I wanted it to be a bit of an exciting start. Let's see what the enemies are doing. The snow has reduced our vision levels again. We can't see as far as we normally can. I've dialed back those long-range visions just because it makes for a slightly more exciting cat and mouse experience. No sign of the enemy so far. Let's keep moving. For those of you who don't know, the Hunchback is a close combat mech. It's got a very powerful weapon on its shoulder and not much in the way of ranged weapons apart from lasers. The Centurion has long-range missiles and a heavy gun. Not as heavy as the Hunchbacks, but still heavy. We know what the Panther can do. And the Blackjack we've seen before. Somebody knocked over a building, that's by the sounds of it. Can I see building destruction in the fog of war? Doesn't look like it. Still no sign of the enemy. They're taking their turn right now. That was an interesting sound, almost like an avalanche. Okay, we're going to move the Panther up first. I'm tempted to peek out with the Panther, but as you can see, our sensor range isn't that far. These conditions have reduced it considerably. Let's just head up here.
Rolling! What now? What do you need?
We're going to come in from a bit lower than I thought. Coming around this way I think it's going to take us too long to engage. We might spot the enemy this turn. Yep, enemy contact. Earlier than I expected. Closer than I expected. No idea what size of mech it is. Oh, it's a medium mech. There we go. Okay. So we can instantly see from our enemy they have a light mech, they have a medium mech, and they have two heavy mechs. Let's just do our usual and reserve down. Let's force them to do what they need to do, and then we'll take our decisions once we've seen them go. Oh, it's not a light mech. It's a medium mech with tac mastery. That means we've got two mediums, two heavies.
Tactical advantage.
Our first medium has identified itself. It's a Griffin 1S. The Griffin 1S has a large laser, two medium lasers, and I think an LRM-5. We'll confirm that later in the turn.
Acknowledge, Commander.
They currently don't have line of sight on us, which is pretty good. We'll force them to move. Heavies moved. And the heavies moved. Okay. So, If we can get shots on this Griffin this turn, that'll be pretty good, and we can get out next turn. So what I might do is bring the Panther up to shoot, because he can get out first next turn, so it can act as our spotter this turn. Now I could move it to here, which will give me an 80% chance to hit with my PPC, or I could jump it to here, putting it in a slightly better position to get out next turn. Still give me that 80% shot, but also give me line of sight on this guy. Plus I like jump jets.
I'm jumping!
Okay, so we've got a bulwarked mech and we've got a evasive mech. So let's confirm our loadouts. We've got an LRM-5, we've got a large laser, we've got 2 medium, in fact they're all in the fist. Large laser and 2 medium lasers. Griffin looks pretty cool. I think the cockpit's a bit too big. The Shadowhawk is our other enemy mech. We've got an SRM-2, an LRM-5, an AC-5, and a medium laser. Reasonable loadouts, not focused. I would say the Griffin is probably our biggest threat with that large laser, double medium laser punch, so we're going to open fire on it first. Also, we have a higher chance of hitting it, even though it is braced. So let's just open up with everything. I'm going to take the 50% shot with the SRM-4, because there's a chance that 2 of the missiles will hit. Everything hit. Great shot. Okay. We've got 3 actions this turn. I'm going to jump the Blackjack as well. Or am I? Need to think about next turn. They're going to get a shot back at us first. Let's keep moving the Blackjack back and engage from long range with it. That'll do. We're going to focus fire down the Griffin first.
Engaging target.
2 hits. I'm happy with 2 hits, even if they're not max damage.
I'm here.
I'm going to get the Centurion to engage next. Now, the Centurion does not have the ability to jump. The Centurion also has a really nice weapon overlap in that its LRM and its AC-10 are both effective at just the right range, which is here. And I'm going to fire both weapons from this spot. The hope is the LRM is going to make the Griffin unsteady, which means the Hunchback can maybe get an AC-20 shot off on it. But I'm not going to move the Hunchback forward too far, because if I do, there's a good chance it's going to get ganged up on like I'm ganged up. This is great shooting so far. Unfortunately, we just missed making that guy unsteady. Now I'm really worried about revealing the Hunchback here. I'm going to play my mediums a little bit like how I normally play my lights, and that's pop and shoot. Now I do have an attack here. I can move forward. Why can't I move forward? There we go. And I've got 2 55% chances to hit with my medium lasers. I don't really want to move any further forward than this, and I'm not going to fire the AC-20. I need to be really careful with the Hunchback. It's far too tempting to just run it in and just start shooting the AC-20, and it's not the time to do that yet. I need this mech alive at the end of this game.
Engaging target.
Okay, we got some damage on the Griffin there. I'm happy with that. This TAC Mastery Shadowhawk's going to be a problem. Luckily, he's a bad shot. So we're going to move the Panther. Is there a way I can move the Panther where I can get a shot on one guy but nobody else? I might just move it completely out of line of sight. It's got a shot on both there. It's got a shot on both there. It's got a shot on both there. It has a shot on only the Shadowhawk from there. But I think it's too easy for the Griffin to move up and engage it. And I don't really want to be shooting at the Shadowhawk. I want to be shooting at the Griffin while I can. I'm actually tempted to reserve it until the Griffin's gone. No, let's keep it in our back pocket until later in the game. Let's get it out of line of sight. Let's get it cool down.
Engaging jump jet.
Let's get the Griffin to come to us, and then we can AC-20 it. That hit our left shoulder. We're happy with left shoulder hits. We don't want right shoulder hits. We don't want the hunch and our Hunchback hit. We've got the Griffin in our line of sight. I'm just going to engage it now.
Hey.
I want to try and knock it over if I can. Centurion has a good shot with everything here. If I reverse it, that's out of line of sight. That's out of line of sight. I've got line of sight here. It's a little bit further back. We want to wait for whatever heavy mechs they've got to come to us. So we're going to engage here, and we're going to fire everything. Even though we've got low chances to hit, I just want to try and get hits on the target. More guns I'm firing, the better. I don't need to worry about heat this early in the match. Let's take the shot.
Okay. Firing everything.
That wasn't bad. Blackjack, we're going to do something similar with. We're going to move him back. We might even jump him back. He's got a shot from there. Optimum range, optimum range. Do I want to bring the lasers to bear? I think I'm going to bring the lasers into the equation. That's not very good chances to hit though. 65 from there. 65. I think 65 is the best we're going to get with him in that forest. Let's just pull him far back then. I don't want the Blackjack taking a lot of hits. It doesn't have the most armor in the world. One hit. That's made him unsteady. Let's knock him over. If I bring the AC-20 in, what's the chance to hit from here? 80%, 85, 85. I don't want to move any further forward. What about reversing? Optimum range for everything, not optimum range. So you see the difference of the chevrons. Gold means optimum range. You've still got those 80% chances to hit. We'll back it up. Just a little bit, just make it that little bit harder for the enemy to get sights on us, and we'll take the shot of the Griffin. Hit with this AC-20 skull. That is a miss with the AC-20, but we hit with both lasers. The AC-20 miss was disappointing. He wiped out those buildings, but he didn't wipe out the Griffin. That is a lot of missiles. That is a lot of LRMs. They've got some heavy support. That's an AC-10 and a PPC and something else.
Internal structure damage.
That was a lot of damage. So there's something out here with line of sight on us that's hurting hard. So what we're going to do this turn is we're going to leave this engagement, right? Because at the moment, we're doing exactly what I shouldn't be doing. We're silhouetted on the hill. They've got a line of sight on us from the Griffin. They can see us. They can shoot at us. So let's get off this hill. I'm not going to move the Panther because it's nicely in cover this turn. You can't see it, can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to reserve. Yep. That's the Shadowhawk. We definitely need to get Skull's Hunchback out of the line of fire.
Blow through. Internal damage.
Unfortunately, there's a knockdown. But he's not going to be shooting this turn anyway.
I took a hit in the meat.
Now, the Griffin is still to go. I can't risk the Griffin shooting at the Hunchback while it's knocked down. So we can sprint, so we're going to sprint back here out of line of sight.
All right, let's move.
Now let's see what the Griffin does. He's probably going to brace to remove that unsteady. He hasn't got line of sight on me at the moment, so let's just reserve up. Force him to move. And again. Heavy mech moving up. No idea what it is though. Okay. Let's get the Panther who goes first to get shots off on people, and then he can make me determine what my rest of my moves are for this turn.
Onward!
Okay, we know where their mechs are. We know where all their mechs are. We can now identify their unit. They have a catapult C1. The catapult C1 has 2 LRM-15s and 4 medium lasers. It's a lot of rockets. They also have an unknown mech, something that's never been seen before. My systems are saying it's a cataphract, but we don't know what it is. It's got an AC-10, a PPC, and 4 medium lasers. That's pretty scary. Maybe the whole reason for this invasion, or these mechs being on this planet, were to test out this strange mech that we've not ever seen. It's like a combination of some other mechs put together. Totally don't know that it's a cataphract. Never seen it before. Okay. We need to think about what we're engaging here. We've been firing at this Griffin. It is bulwarked this turn. It still has a lot of armor. Shadowhawk is not bulwarked. It's open, basically, but I think we need to focus fire on this Griffin. However, we're going to do half damage to it this turn because of its guarded status. We're going to do full damage to the Shadowhawk. We have an 85% chance to hit. We have an 85% chance to hit. Because the SRMs can hit it, I'm going to continue firing at the Griffin.
And here it goes.
Okay, missiles hit. I don't think the PPC did. I didn't spot it.
What now?
I'm going to bring the Centurion back. I can't bring the Centurion back. Interesting.
Yeah.
Nope, it's going to be a forward move. So we're going to bring it to here, where it's just out of line of sight, and it's going to use its LRMs.
Advancing, I guess.
60% chance to hit with indirect fire.
Locking in target.
And then the Blackjack
Aye, aye.
has the range. I don't want to put it there, that's way too risky. I'm thinking if we put it here, it can get a shot off on the Cataphract and then move before the Cataphract gets a move next turn. Alternatively... No, I think that's just too risky. There you go, that's the spot.
Got it.
Not a good chance of hitting, there's no other target. So, let's shoot at the Shadowhawk for 50% or the Catapult for 45. The reason I'm not shooting at the Cataphract is because of the evasion bonus it's got at the moment.
Firing.
Good shooting, Sprog. If that's how you pronounce your name. I hope it is. That's fine, we can take a couple of hits. The Panther can take the hits.
Stop, you're just embarrassing yourself. Won't come at all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make strange mouth noises when I'm thinking, but this is actually quite a conundrum. They've got us in a really bad position, because I need to move the Panther this turn. That means I'm going to break line of sight with them. If I sprint the Panther, I can bring it round here, which I quite like.
On my way. Double time.
And then we'll reserve everybody else and see what the AI does.
Another sensor contact. We're doomed.
Alright, here's the situation you always used to see in MechWarrior Online. Here we have our lance under the brow of the hill. Here we have the enemy lance under the brow of the hill. What's going to happen is the first person to peek their head over this rise is going to get fired at by everybody. Not sure I really want to bring the Centurion over the top. If I do, it's going to take fire from 2 mechs next turn. However, it's in pretty good state. I don't mind making it the focus of their fire for next turn, and I can't play cat and mouse forever. I actually do have to engage. So I'm going to bring it up here, which is the shortest movement it can make before it can actually see somebody. It only gives it a shot on the Griffin, which I think this is the Griffin, which is fine. So let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
It is the Griffin. So we're not going to fire the LRM-10 because we've got a 35% chance to hit, and we're generating a lot of heat. Not firing that means we're not generating too much heat. We've got the AC-10, we've got the medium lasers. Let's take the shot. Again, he's bulwarked. Lots of bulwark going on. AI's making good use of that ability right now.
Engaging.
Okay, we're down through the internal structure on the left torso. That's good. What we might do is get the Blackjack to get a shot. He's going to have to jump for it if he's getting it, though. He's got a shot from there. He's got a shot from there. That's probably his best shot there. What are our chances to hit? 60s and 45s. I might take the Alpha Strike this turn. What's the heat like? That's an overheat. Cut out 2 medium lasers. We'll take the shots.
Attacking from position.
Lots of shots on the leg. Not great, but there goes the left arm. Just cut away cleanly. We finally got some damage on the enemy, and they're no longer out damaging us.
Orders?
I can't bring the Hunchback up to shoot this turn, but what I can do is I can sprint it to here where it's out of line of sight, but it's got evasive.
Moving to full throttle.
That means I can peek next turn and do exactly what I said I shouldn't do, which is peek over the brow of the hill. So we got some hill humping going on. We knew the Shadowhawk was going to get shot, so there's nothing we could do about it. Now the Centurion can move out of being...
They're shooting at me!
So what we can try and do is move the Panther so that it has line of sight on the Griffin. Then bring the Centurion back to shoot LRMs at it. However, the problem with doing this is that we will give the Catapult line of sight on the Panther. But I think the Panther can take at least 1 barrage of LRMs before we need to really start worrying about it. So if I put the Panther here, what's that look like from down here? I think that's going to give everybody line of sight to him. What are our other options? Our other options are there, no line of sight from here, but if I sweep around to here, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Behold, I take flight.
Because I need to be doing damage. PPC has a 65% chance to hit. SRM has a 65% chance. I'm gonna take the shots. 2 hit. That's okay. Damage is damage. Just cored the Centurion in 1 round of shooting.
Internal structure damage.
Which is frustrating, because the Centurion is supposed to be a bit better than that. But what I can do now is I can reverse him to here, which seems to be blocking line of sight. It's the furthest back I can take him. And then we can fire the LRM-10s at him. Or apparently we can't. Oh, because I've turned them off.
Roger that.
Lots of shots on that left shoulder, but we haven't taken it out yet. I'm going to leave... what do I want to do with the blackjack?
Standing by.
Let's wait and see what the AI does. No, I think we're good, because we're going to shoot at the Griffin. I don't really care what the catapult or the cataphracts do this turn. I've got shots from here. I want to take them. And also let us cool down a little bit. We're out of range of medium lasers, so that's fine.
Confirmed.
And a miss. We'll wait on the hunchback.
Copy that.
That could have been a lot worse. Keep waiting on the hunchback. Okay, the cataphract's moving up. It's getting scary. Very scary.
I'm doomed.
The Centurion is in a really bad state. Let's get this Griffin killed. We need to engage with the hunchback now. Even though it's in a bad state as well. But I can't hold it back any longer.
10-4.
That was disappointing. Although we got the left torso. Oof, that could have been the end of the Centurion right there. Oh, it's not looking good. Panther, I need you to finish off this Griffin this turn. And I need you to take some hits this turn as well. 80-80, go for it.
Punching all the buttons.
Not good. That could have been a knockdown though. No, it isn't. Griffin next. It's going to retreat and it's going to steady. It's going to try and kill the Centurion. I'm going to try and keep the Centurion in the fight for another turn. I don't think it can move down this hill. Yeah, it can't get down the hill. That's the problem. It's too steep. I'll move it here. I will LRM from cover. Try and use that for as long as we can. 35% chance to hit. We'll take the shot anyway. It's pretty abysmal.
Copy.
2 hits. Is that a knockdown?
Hit, Commander.
It's not a knockdown. Okay, our long-range sniper Sprogue. Take the shots. That should be a knockdown now, surely. Nope, no knockdown. Hunchback. Hunchback, hunchback, hunchback. The cataphract is going to maul you this turn. Do I want you to take the Griffin shot now? I haven't really done enough damage to this Griffin. Or do I want you to take a shot at the cataphract while you can? And get that damage on it? I think that's what I want to do. I think I need to... I don't want to sacrifice the hunchback. The other thing I could do is bring it back here and try and set up an ambush for next turn. I've just taken too much damage in important places on these mechs. This means the Panther's going to take a beating. Apparently they have line of sight on the Centurion. Which is somehow still alive.
Armor breach. Internal damage. My head.
James Oberg in the Centurion, cored out by the cataphract.
Standing
Not
by.
looking good. It might be time to order a retreat.
Engaging jump jets. Firing all weapons. I'm generating a lot of heat.
We got the knockdown on the Griffin. Let's bring the Blackjack up, and we'll get. Oh, the Griffin's going to stand up. Damn it! Oh no, it's a Shadowhawk first.
So far, so good.
Okay, we're going to bring the Blackjack up
What do you need?
as close as we can, and he's going to fire everything he's got at the Griffin's center torso.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
And we did manage to finish it off. Damn it. You can take one medium laser hit. It's the cataphract I'm scared of. But I put the Blackjack into position to take a hit this turn. Then the Hunchback's going to move up and finish off the Griffin.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
Don't knock down. Don't knock down. Okay. I can't. Hunchback, move up. Come on, Skull. I need you to take the shot here. I need you to finish off this Griffin.
Copy that.
Still not dead. I thought all those shots hit the center torso. They didn't. Unfortunately, the Griffin still has its right arm. It still has its primary armament. I can't write it off. Apex Sun's going to have to finish it. And I think I know how he's going to finish it. There goes the right arm on the Hunchback. That's okay. You still got the right torso.
Armor breach. Internal damage. I await your command.
Okay. Apex is running hot, but if I fire the PPC, we're not going to overheat. So I'm going to take an inspired shot with Apex
Once more onto the breach, dear friends.
onto the center torso of the Griffin. And he has to make this shot. He has to kill it. Or we have no chance at all.
Roger that.
Yes, okay, okay.
That's a kill.
We now have to focus down this cataphract as quickly as we can, and that means close combat.
Yep.
We can get beside it with this Hunchback.
I'm on him.
Okay, the arm took the hits. Didn't even care. Now it's time for Sproke.
Standing by.
No more sitting back and sniping for you. You have to get into this fight. Heat should be good. Yeah, go for it. You're probably going to get knocked over this turn. I don't care. I need damage on this cataphract. Fire with everything.
All weapons. Fire.
Don't miss with everything, please. We did get a head hit, but it wasn't quite enough. Now it's the cataphract's turn and the catapult's turn. Okay, he's fallen over.
Reporting.
Now watch the
Internal
cataphract head cap him with a cold shot.
Oh, you bastards.
No, it's going for the Hunchback. Okay, no head cap. We're still in the game. We're still in this fight. Okay, what's happening here is Apex Sun is moving to a position where he can fire both of his weapons, which is probably right here. Yeah.
Moving to position. Here it comes.
enough with the leg hits, people. This Shadowhawk has done so much good work this game, just plunking away at max range. That's fine, shoot at the Hunchback. Just don't destroy the Hunchback. Okay, Blackjack, stand up. You're in such bad state.
Ready for action. Acknowledged.
Just fire the AC-2s.
Roger.
Okay, we've cored the left torso. Here's my plan. Can we get behind him and shoot him in the ass?
Move order received. Engaging target.
Leg shots again.
Critical hit.
If we lose the Hunchback, we're retreating. Panther survived the LRM
I don't know
shots.
how much more of this I can take.
He's going to attack the Hunchback here. Nope, still focusing on the Blackjack. Blackjack is still in the game,
Internal structure
but
damage.
only just. That PPC hit was heavy.
I await your command.
Apex. Move forward, show me what you got.
Rolling. Firing all weapons.
Okay, we've got the knockdown on the Cataphract. So I've got a chance of a head cap with AC-20.
Ability lost.
Shit.
Oh, crap. Oh, that hit me.
Okay,
Yep.
I could really do with an Inspire this turn. So, choices are,
Regained footing.
I attack him with the AC-20, medium laser and small laser for a cold shot on the head for 145 damage potentially, or I make a melee attack, which won't be called, has a high chance of hitting the center torso because he's on the ground, for 100 damage. I'm going to make the shot, I think. If we kill the Cataphract, our mission is complete. These unknown mechs are clearly here testing it, and if we destroy it, the test has failed, and we can just try and get off the map and survive.
Damn it. My mech is limping.
Now, do I cold shot the right torso and get rid of that PPC that's caused so much damage, or do I cold shot the head, which is a very, very hard shot? I think it shows. No, it doesn't show me the modifier. It's such a hard shot to make, but I think we need to go for the glory, so I'm going to take the cold shot to the head. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Didn't happen. Okay? We did actually hit the head with the small laser, but we didn't hit the head with any of the other weapons, as in the AC-20, you know, the big important one.
Yeah.
So now we've got Sproke, who is in a serious world of hurt. I want him to make the cold shot as well with everything. On the head. We just have to hope. It's like that bit when Tinkerbell's dead and Peter Pan's asking everyone to pray that she's alive.
Firing.
And that was not good shooting. Oh dear. Cataphract's back up. It's going to destroy this Hunchback or the Blackjack this turn. Our only hope is that the aiming penalty affects it, but I think it's going to make a melee attack. Oh, it missed. Oh, Jesus, double miss. Catapult now. He's shooting at the Panther. Don't lose the right arm.
My arm is breached.
I don't think we lost the PPC. No, we still got the PPC.
Oh,
Okay.
now there's blood in my cockpit.
We've got one more turn of shooting left, I think. Stand up,
Yes, Commander.
Mech Warrior. Get out of the line of fire. You haven't got a shot from there. You haven't got a shot from there. You have got a shot from there.
Engaging jump jets.
I was going to overheat from this jump. Shit. PPC shot. Fire.
Affirmative.
It's another leg shot. There's the left torso. We've lost the AC-20. No, we still got the right torso. We still have the AC-20 for one more turn.
Turtles are taking a beat.
Skull, I'm sorry to force you to keep fighting. I'm going to attack from this side because that right torso is revealed. So there's a high chance of hitting that side. The arm on this side is also heavily damaged. Doesn't have much armor left. Oh, we've the AC-20 we lost the AC-20 ammo. We can't fire it. So we're going for a melee attack. That's all we've got left. 100 damage. Here we go.
You got it.
Punch out that torso. Wrong torso, but you hit it. So I'm not going to get annoyed. And I think you missed with the smoke laser.
That's a miss.
We have to take out this cataphract and then we can flee. Blackjack. Is there a position where all of your weapons are in optimum range? There is, right here, which opens you up to being just wiped out by the catapult. From here, I think it's an indirect shot from the catapult, slightly harder to hit, so I'm going to stay here.
I'm here.
Be a hero.
Copy that.
We crit the AC-10, he can't shoot it this turn, that's something. We lost the right arm on the Panther.
That got past my armor.
Oof. Sorry, you can shoot the AC-10 when you get when it's being crit, but you get an accuracy penalty. Right.
Standing by.
I have to make a decision here. Logically, what I should do is I should retreat Apex Sun. That way, we can repair the Panther, he isn't injured, he comes back another day. If I was playing this as an actual campaign, that would be the right decision. I am playing this as a campaign. I don't want to kill my pilots. But there is a chance for glory here. And I think it's more fun when we push that limit a little bit harder and we don't always make the optimum play. So what I could do is jump away and get him into safety. Or I could death from above the catapult.
The Eagle strikes.
And there goes the right torso and the right arm, and a knockdown. The Frankenmech falls. Can Skull finish it off before he dies? Watch out for that building, Shadowhawk. That was a miss. Missiles hit, but it's still in one piece.
That shot got through my armor.
He hasn't been knocked down.
Orders?
I can inspire him, but I don't really need to because I've got a 100% chance to hit with a melee attack. Come on, Skull, killing blow. That was not a killing blow. But
That should have hit.
we have an ace in the hole. We have one last action hero. We have Sprogue at optimum range with all of his guns on an inspired shot
Show me
to
your
kill the
war
Frankenmech.
face.
Here we go. We did it.
Tango down.
Cataphract is dead. Now, all that needs to happen is that Charlie Lance needs to make it off the field.
Internal structure damaged.
I have to get all my mechs to the exit point, which is the edge of the map here, for them to escape into safety.
Yes, Commander.
Apex Sun's gonna make it, I think. I don't think anything's gonna get in his way. Skull's the one I'm worried about. Somehow he's not getting hit by attack after attack after attack. He's somehow still in one
turtles
piece.
are taking a beat.
you know what's hilarious? His rear armor... Oh no, it's not, damn. I was about to say his rear armor is in better condition than his frontal armor, but it's not.
Affirmative. I'm here.
Sprogue's just gonna run for it. There's no staying back and protecting each other. We're just getting off this battlefield. In fact, I could have sprinted there and I didn't. The skull is still dancing.
That all you got? Standing by. Engaging jump jets.
I'm worried about a melee attack. Ooh. This is getting scary.
I'm catching some serious shit here, Commander. Confirm.
This is the problem with the Hunchback, it's just so goddamn slow.
Location confirmed.
I don't think Skull's gonna make it, guys. We
Yep.
might have to rescue him if he gets captured.
Position confirmed. Armor breach. Internal damage.
A decision needs to be made.
I await your command.
Skull needs to cover his comrades' retreat.
Engaging jump jet.
He's not getting out of there in that Hunchback. He's gonna turn and fight and buy them time to get out. If he makes it through this turn. This Hunchback is down. His fate is unknown. It's a center torso destruction, just like James Oberg's. His cockpit was not breached.
What do
He'd
you
still
need?
be alive. And
Head
meantime,
down.
Sprogue and his blackjack makes it to the edge of the map, and the mission is complete. And that is the end of this mission. And a turning point in our campaign. Because we've now found out what it was that these unknown, we still don't know who they were, but they were testing some sort of Frankenmech in the mountains on this periphery planet to the... I don't actually know exactly where in the Innisphere we are, but we're somewhere on the periphery. Somewhere where a certain faction that may be testing a cataphract around now, may be nearby. Our Merc Warrior company, our mercenary company, the pickup group, is in very bad state. We've lost an entire lance, Scout Lance, Alpha Lance. Our light medium lance, Bravo Lance, is in bad condition, although they should be back in action for our next mission. And Charlie Lance have lost their two heaviest mechs and two of their pilots, who are currently missing in action. They're not dead. Not yet. We don't know their exact fates, but it's a good chance they've been captured by the two mechs that are still on the field. Both Sprogue and Apex Sun's mechs are going to need serious repairs and or upgrades. There's no salvage from this battle because we fled, and both of them are injured, so that's another mission in the med bay while Bravo Lance. So what's going to happen is Bravo Lance will engage while Charlie Lance recovers. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've got some ideas on what our next mission should be. Do we want to attempt a rescue mission and find out if possibly Skull or James Oberg are alive? Maybe even some of the mech warriors from Mission 1 in Alpha Lance? Could they still be in one piece? We never knew their exact fate, and the video did say they were missing in action. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good evening. Thanks for watching.